Hello, Mariners and beyond. This is Mark again, and I'm honored to be here to share some thoughts with you this morning as we are all working through this time, this very challenging time. It's crazy, and yet there's something special about it too, because I know God is absolutely a part of it. Something that happened a couple nights ago that I want to share with you. It was kind of wild, but Kathy and I were watching Netflix, and then we went back into our TV, and the screen and everything on the screen was all like on Zoom mode, so everything was much too big, and so we had to call technical support. It was about 9:30 at night. We were both rather tired, so the phone rang, and on the other end was somebody who spoke kind of chopped up, kind of poor English. So I was a little bit perturbed, to say the least. I'm not happy to admit that, but I was. But anyway, I began talking to this gentleman, found out that he was from Mexico City. His name was Ray. And Ray began asking questions, as technical support people do. And, well, by golly, but one thing led to another, and we started talking about the Lord and about trusting God through this time. We talked about the virus and how everything was in Mexico City. Well, one thing led to another, and we just had this wonderful conversation. I talked to him about the fact that I led worship at this church, Mariners, and that we had this YouTube site, and he wanted the address so that he could, in fact, watch our church service. And so I gave him all the information, and he walked me through fixing the problem, and I said goodbye to him. And I hung up the phone and I looked at Kathy and I said, you know, that conversation had nothing to do with the television. It was all about God and sharing faith, encouraging him. It was amazing how that took place. And I started thinking that really all that we're going through right now, it's not about the virus. It's about God. It's always been about God, and it will always be about him. And as I started thinking about, you know, really the basics of worship, when we worship God, it's not just a song. It's really who we are. It's our lives, a life that brings glory and honor to God. And so I began to think about that and how we can be distracted by so many things and make life about so many other things, that when we simplify it and we bring it back to that my life is about Jesus, bringing glory and honor to him, so that maybe more people might come to faith in him. And so there was a song that kind of crept into my head, a song from years past that I would like to do, just part of it, and it's called Heart of Worship. Matt Redman wrote it, and I'll sing a little bit of that song. King of endless worth, no one could express how much you deserve. Though I'm weak and poor, all I have is yours, every single breath. I'll bring you more than a song, for a song in itself is not what you have required. You search much deeper within, through the way things appear. You're looking into my heart. I'm coming back to the heart of worship, and it's all about you. It's all about you, Jesus. I'm sorry, Lord, for the thing I've made it, and it's all about you. It's all about you, Jesus. I'm coming back to the heart of worship, and it's all about you. It's all about you, Jesus. I'm sorry, Lord, for the thing I've made it, and it's all about you. It's all about you, Jesus. Let's do the best we can to make our lives today, in this moment, all about him who gave his life for us, that we might live. Let's make it about Jesus. I love you guys. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.